Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls around the world, New York to Maine, San Fran to Chicago. The results are in and the Knicks win. But since it's Wednesday, you already know that. And I know how awesome it was to be in New York City because I was there. I was right there in the middle, in the heart of New York. New York, New York. Look at this. This is what the city is. This is why we pay what we pay. We live where we live because the people of the city couldn't have been more happy that the Knicks, after 50 years, has claimed the championship. And honestly, I love it, guys. I mean, listen, did we go too far by burning a school bus? Yes. Did we all have a good time? Sure. Were we walking in the streets with the cars because we were champions and we were thinking of burning the city to the ground? Possibly. But it did not turn into Gotham. It turned into probably the greatest celebration, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. If Carl Robinson from What We Do in the Shadows was at that event, the amount of energy would make that energy vampire implode. Okay? I never felt such electricity. Guys, you could hear the cheers from blocks and blocks and blocks away. Hundreds and thousands of people flooding the street in celebration. Ding dong, the witch is dead. It was like Wicked. It was like look at her, except everybody was like celebrating. Like, again, another amazing victory. All these final games, all these last games for the crown were fantastic. Every single one was a nail biter. Every single one was just incredible basketball, incredible sportsmanship, just incredible game, just athletes at peak performance. Like, I could not believe what I was watching. There were no blowouts, just comebacks, and that is why we love the sport. That is why the Knicks took it home, because everybody was against them. Every single thing was working against them, but they did not let that stop them. They just played so much better than the Spurs. And it wasn't even close. And it wasn't even close. When they had a 4% chance on winning, Joshy doubled down and put down another 20. When the Knicks were down, I cashed in, baby. I was like, my boys are going to bring home the gold. Not just for me, but for the entire city. Every single borough. And we appreciated it. Every single person in New York appreciated it. And to show our appreciation, we flooded the streets. We climbed telephone poles. We climbed stoplights. We climbed scaffolding. If you weren't there, I feel sorry for you. Because I do not think, even in the next 50 years, will there ever be a celebration of just everybody on... I don't think you guys are getting this. It didn't matter if you were a guy, a girl, young, old, black, right, left, white. Everybody was an arm in arm. Just celebrating just all the effort and hard work that our boys sweated on the court every single day. And guys, I just want to say congratulations, New York City. Congratulations, New York Knicks. I'm ready for the next season. Like, I'm already like, skip baseball. Like, we've done it. Like, let's just get back to the single sport that everybody knows and loves. That's probably the most entertaining to watch, which is the good old rock and net. The good old rock and net. Just dunking that rock. When I was standing, a little anecdote for me, but when I was standing there just watching everybody celebrate, celebrating with them, cheering, dancing. I'm not very much of a climber, so I didn't do much climbing. But I like started to cry, guys. Like, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I was so overwhelmed with emotion and the energy was intoxicating that I just stood there, just started crying. My parents were like, go home, it's not safe, please, we worry. Me on the streets of New York. My parents, oh my god, it looks so crazy out there, please be safe, please go home. Me on the street. Back to my parents. I can't sleep until you tell us you're me on the... Oh my god, guys. Even like thinking about it now, I'm starting to get goosebumps again. I'm so happy, man. I'm so happy for New York. I'm so happy for, long-term Knicks fans. I'm happy for myself. I'm happy for everyone on the team. And I'm sure the MSG stock is pretty jazzed as well. So that is all I have to say about the Knicks game and how just enthralling, invigorating. I can't even find the right words, ladies and gentlemen. I can't even find the right words. This is big news. A new, not chain, family, independently owned pasta bar opened in Hoboken recently, and I got to try it, and they were very nice. It was pretty quick. It's pasta, so it's quick enough. You gotta, it's an art form. You gotta, I'm not rushing the sauce, I'm rushing you, kind of stuff. So the pasta was like al dente. It was like a little bit more than al dente, but I think that's just because it travels a little bit. Like, if you want it to go, they might like pull it like 5 to 8 seconds sooner because they're gonna throw the sauce on it, and the sauce is gonna kind of like cook into the pasta, make it a little softer. I'm pretty sure that's why they're doing that. I don't know. I'm just guessing. And I gotta say, it was like as close to homemade as you can get. Like, it was dancing on the edge of just like restaurant quality, homemade, restaurant quality, homemade, and the taste of the bolognese. I got the bolognese sauce, and the taste of the bolognese sauce was like a blind taste test. You'd be like, homemade. Listen, if you're trying to get a quick and easy pasta dish, if you just need that carbo kick, if you just need that little kick, I got a carbo load, you eat that bowl, and it's a pretty fair serving. I wouldn't say it was like a family style serving where you go like, Mamma mia, that's a lot of pasta. But you go like, yeah, it's a pretty good serving. Like, I could either down this whole bowl of pasta and feel horrendous about myself for the rest of the day, or I could like split it into 2 meals. Pasta keeps well in the fridge. So you just kind of like divide it up. You split it, you put a little bit on a plate, and you keep a little bit in the bowl. Unless you have self-control, you can just eat right from that bowl. So I'll probably go back because I feel like they're going to like change out the noodles. They had like this special like squid ink noodle. They were like, try the squid ink, and I was like, you lost me at ink. You had me at squid. You lost me at ink. So I bet people are into that. I would also like to try like a few of the other noodles and a couple of the other sauces. I think the biggest problem this place is gonna have, if I could put my business glasses on and like kind of like go into this place and like kind of do a good think, is people are gonna mispronounce the noodle name, and whoever's taking the order is gonna like not understand, and then they're gonna get the wrong noodles, and then they're gonna be like, this is the wrong noodles. I'm not saying that happened to me. I'm not saying I wanted pasta A and I mispronounced it and it sounded like pasta C and I got pasta C, which may or may not have happened to be like my least favorite pasta. It's the one with like the ziti looking pasta, but it's got the lasagna edges. Like it can't really decide what it wants to be. It's kind of like a little like eccentric noodle. It's kind of like noodle. It's kind of like, hey, you get back in line. You're either a flower or you're a stem. And it's just like, I'm gonna be whatever I wanna be. And I don't think it like the way it like holds the sauce, it like wants to keep it from you. Like I like it when like the pasta noodles present the sauce or it goes inside the noodles. So when you bite it, it like fills your mouth with deliciousness. Like this pasta like kind of is like a football player, and it like holds back the sauce from you. Like it doesn't want you to like taste the sauce. And that's why that naughty little noodle, I'll definitely go back. And if the owners want to come hang out and talk about the business and the idea and the whole experience of getting it up and running, and what they're looking to do with it, because they're in a good space and it's authentic, because there was a nana. I don't know what she was doing. We all know the nanas don't do much, but the nanas are the heart of it all, the heart and soul of any Italian business. They had the nana back there doing the nana thing. She's dancing. The nana's dancing, giving out the free cannoli. The owner's like, Mom, you gotta give out the free cannoli. We gotta make it the money. She just, I give out the free cannoli. Nana. Nanas can do no wrong. And, she's the one, like, when nobody's looking, she'll put something in the sauce to make, if you ever talk to someone like a nana who makes sauce, they'll, like, never tell you how they make it. And it's like, they'll write something down, they'll misspell the word carrot, they'll leave things out. Even if you try to watch them and film them, like, making the sauce, they'll, like, do a little bit, and they'll be like, all done, nana, all done. She'll start taking off the apron, and you'll press, record again and stop recording, and you'll look away, and all of a sudden her apron comes back on, and she runs over, she throws in like 6 things, and then you're like, oh, no, what'd you just do? You did something to the sauce, I need to die. I don't do no with the sauce. I do not know with the sauce. I don't do no. And it's like, I saw you do something with the sauce. I'm supposed to know. I'm supposed to recreate. The sauce lives and dies with the soul. All right? Sauce lives and dies with the soul. I don't care what anybody says. Whoever originated that delicious sauce, and there's many sauces on this world, and whoever originated that sauce, it just cannot be recreated. You could be like, oh, this tastes a lot like Marie's sauce. Oh, this tastes a lot like Deb's sauce. Oh, this tastes a lot like Christine's sauce. But it will never be Christine's sauce. It will only ever be something extremely close to the sauce that you tasted once before. I think we should honestly leave it at that, because really, what else is there to say? I had a delicious bowl of pasta from a nonna, and I just don't got anything else to say. So thank you all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share this content so we can have other people come hang out with us. And to everyone who waited in line at Trader Joe's this morning for those little tote bags, I went later and there was no line, and I got a little tote bag.